Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New York Giants. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from Oakland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Let's go, defense.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And we take a look now at the New York offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Ready. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Jump.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A look now at the Oakland offense.
If there's ever such a thing as a downside to such a nice drive, it's that we didn't get a chance to talk about them earlier. But I would have said, keep an eye on this offensive line and let's see how it performs. And so far, so great, because they've already gotten their running back into the end zone.
Watch the run.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm gonna run you over.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Now, Mike, 180. We're good. 180.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Check. Down. Blue 80. Check. 55 to Mike. Wild Bill.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up. Let's go.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Watch the pass.
Ready? Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Get it.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Let's go.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, he shifts past him. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones, off play action. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The Marcus Joyner there defensively.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones going for it all. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Rosas' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. It's complete to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, Richard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Down. Wide 85.
Check 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This is caught by Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Watching you grind. All day, dog. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Dalvin Tomlinson on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Giants' 13-yard line.
What now? You ready?
I smell fear. I smell fear in that offense.
To throw on second and 6. Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. Third down here.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second and goal from the 1.
Check, 47. On deck, pump.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Carr gives to Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard taking it in. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends on the Jalen Richard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I said just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just one catch for him.
Here we go, G. Ready?
From the 27, Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
You ready?
Mark 55! Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Get it.
On second down, Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Mike 29. Watch the slant.
From the 38, Carr. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From midfield, here's Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dexter Lawrence, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. On 1st down, it's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now Carr. It's a screen to Richard. Richard lost it. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the draw, this is Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Now Jones. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Set up. 60 outlaw. 50 out. Here I come. 5.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Marcus Joyner on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator.
55. Oh, here we go. Oh, back 55.
Now.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Darrell Worley on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Penny. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Lunch 59.
From the 27, Jones under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Vincent Mayoa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Throwing Jones. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Back to throw. Jones, the Raider defense, strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me
I
there,
was.
partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Keep playing hard.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Carr is going to let, and that's caught inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And New York set to take the field.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey,
2nd and 4. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Big hit all day. Sack City, baby.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Go.
Jones now. Operating from the gun. It's caught. Shepard. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Giants.
Jones now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
25, check 20.
Ready?
Barkley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nicholas Morrow on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Get.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Giants.
Ready?
Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Here we go. Shift.
On first down, Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, but look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. His throw incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going to throw deep for the end, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
What now?
Play action. Now it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Now! 280!
55. Hey, eat. You must be dreaming.
280! What's up? What's up?
On first down, Carr. There's a short little toss to Carrier. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Carr going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, you know. And
he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Raiders 34.
A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jacobs now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
On second down, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 27 yards there, a first down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Down. Blue 80.
29. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check 52.
Carr now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Carr. And he's going to go down again.
You better talk to your boy. You better talk to your boy. Have him protect you.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alec Ogletree. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. They go.
From the gun, Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center, because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down, and that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
What's up?
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends on the Jalen Richard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And this is Shepard on the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
32-yard line.
Right down. 280.
Is the mic. Army.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Carr now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check.
They run it with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Down. 180.
Mike 29. Hey, let's get in that hole.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Carr. It's Williams on the catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Williams. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
185. That's it.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And down to the 36-yard line here. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 36.
Brings up 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
What now? Ladies!
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check three. Check three.
On first down, Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Back down! Ladies! 55!
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
That's it!
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Get that ball.
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch the boot. Go. Clear.
50's the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Jones now throwing on third and long. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ready to break.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1 yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Second and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1 yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They still have to hold in there.
I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. Third and goal from the 1.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 20. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Raiders on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 83, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
59 mark, 59 mark, check.
Now Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They can't hang with us.
Ready?
Now Jones throwing after the interception. It's hauled in by Shepard. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Sterling Shepard. A gain of 12. First down, New York.
Ready? 50, plant.
59. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate. As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 52 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
50 down, 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. What's up?
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Down. 180. Right there in the middle. 55. Push him back. Push him back. Hands up.
To throw on second and 6, Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Last stop. Last stop.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. They're still playing soccer.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
59 mark. Check. Yeah.
Looking to throw. Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. Maurice Hurst providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike, check, 59.
On 4th down, Jones. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go.
2nd and 2. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones now operating from the gun. That's complete to Slayton. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man left. 3 down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.